We're chilling.
They looking at me like I'm some kind of freak.
Welcome, everyone.
I didn't see you guys there.
Didn't see you there.
All right. Are we serious? Are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay. Just the casual Fantastic Four cup. They're not going to be able to see it because the microphone's in the way. Do you have the light on? You can't see because it's too light, but it lights up. Anyway, hello and welcome to the We Smell Good podcast. I'm your host, Sophie, and this is your other host, Brando. Say hello, Brando.
Hi.
Brando. It sounds like your name literally sounds like a woman's clothing item.
Fantastic Four.
You just ignored what I said.
I always
do. Got me. Anyway, so today we're going to be doing a super fun and iconic episode. After you're done messing with that, we're going to be doing our anime 3x3s today.
Couch edition, baby.
Couch edition, yes. If you can see, we have a new setup. I honestly just wanted to try this out, see how it went. I didn't really feel like fucking moving the apartment around, so here we are, and hopefully...
Don't tell them we're lazy. Tell them, you know what? This is a couch edition episode. We're excited. Let's do it.
No, I just feel like we needed a change of pace. Because, like, we've been doing the fucking table and chair. And as two people who are almost 30, that shit is bad for our backs. So we can't fucking do it, bro. Oh, my God. Like, I tried to be, like, respectable people, like, with a desk. Like, you know, like, real podcasters.
And I'm like a 5-year-old toddler. I can't stay still or like on a chair for too long without like losing my mind.
We both have really bad ADHD, so we like can't really sit still.
Hey, I know we have a lot to talk about. Why don't you tell people where you bought me this cool ass shirt?
Oh, yes. Okay. So before we get into the 3x3s, yesterday I went to the Crunchyroll Anime Fan Fest in San Diego. And basically what that is, it was a part of Comic-Con, but it wasn't inside Comic-Con. It was one of the events outside of it. And long story short, it was like a free concert at the, I don't know if it's called the Rady or the Ratty Shell Park. What's it called? Concert place next to San Diego, like in downtown.
All right.
Next to
downtown,
Comic-Con.
Next to Comic-Con.
Next to
Right by
Comic-Con.
the beach.
No, let me finish talking. Next to Comic-Con in downtown. That's where it was.
Anyway,
Yeah.
She went without me because she doesn't love me. I am currently filing for divorce, and I'm sure you met someone there because you by yourself. Okay, sure.
Yeah, you got me.
I bet he also likes Sword Art Online.
Ew.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Anyway,
No,
while I was
okay.
slaving away, this girl was at an amazing concert with some amazing talent, getting free stuff. Did you get like a free Rick and Morty vinyl set worth like $50 just handed to you?
Yeah, that was crazy. So you're kind of jumping ahead, but literally
We got a lot to talk about, so we gotta move.
Literally at the end of the event, when I was walking back from the concert.
We're still trying to figure this all out, by the way.
At the end of the event, when I was walking back from the end of the Crunchyroll concert, I stumbled across the Adult Swim, like, after party thing. I don't know that they had, like, their little event, you know, concert, and they had, like, a DJ playing, and the DJ was honestly fucking spitting. Like they were dropping some good-ass beats, so I was like, okay, I'll wander on in here. They were literally finishing their set, like, they were playing the last song, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna leave, actually. Like, I literally spent maybe 2 minutes in this area, and as I'm walking out, like, this lady who's, like, handing out merch literally hands me this item, and I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. And I look at it, and it's a fucking Rick and Morty vinyl, like a nice ass, like, 2-disc, like, with really cool fucking artwork Rick and Morty vinyl. And I was like, damn, okay, like, this is great, like, you know,
for free.
That's crazy. Literally for free. And I know you love vinyl, so I was like, perfect, I can give this to Brando, and maybe he won't be as mad at me for going to this event without him. But I doubt
Full disclosure, I wasn't mad, okay? The way our lives were kind of like aligning, I really had to work, and I couldn't just requested it back to back after Anime Expo, after going to Anime Impulse. I had to take at least one hit for this one, so I decided to sit this one out.
Yeah, and I'm really bummed that you missed out because...
Oh, yeah, and, you know, I'm really sad I didn't get to go. Like, I actually didn't think you were going to go without me, and then you were like, no, I'm going to go without you because I don't love you.
I like it. He just gives that whole speech, and then he's like, actually, I hate you. Honestly, no, I'm gonna be so for real. If you went to this event without me, I would never let you hear the end of it. Like, I would be so upset.
And that's why we're different. That's why I'm a bigger person and I'm the better person. Moving on.
Anyway, I will say this event was like super fun though, like dead ass. It was such a fun time. Yeah, I don't have like, God, I keep hitting the mic. I don't have much bad to say about it, honestly. Like, it was just so much fun. It was a completely free concert into a park next to the ocean in downtown San Diego on like a perfect sunny breezy day.
Yeah.
Like, I truly, the stars couldn't have aligned more, because if you know anything about Southern California, like sometimes it gets hot as fuck here, and it could have been like one of those like, you know, 85, 90, 100 days, you know, like we could have had a heat wave, but it was literally 75 and sunny and partially cloudy, but like, you know, just beautiful blue skies right next to the ocean, which has a natural breeze. Like,
I'm so happy for you.
Yeah.
I'm like really happy that you had a great time. The weather was perfect. You got to see a lot of cool stuff and you got a lot of free stuff. So I'm really happy for you.
Yeah. And I got to watch the band that does the intro for Beastars. I got to watch them perform that song Wild Side.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, which was so cool. Are you gonna be a salty little bitch, or should I not tell the people what I fucking did?
No. I'm not being salty or sarcastic at all.
Okay. Don't get your panties in a bunch, sir. But yeah.
So what was your favorite thing about that whole experience?
My favorite thing about that whole experience, gosh, it's hard to say.
Because I know you love to walk, and I know you love free things, and I know
it was kind of a mixture of all my favorite things: walking, being near the beach or like the water, and being in San Diego, downtown San Diego specifically.
We love San Diego. We love cities, and we love, you know, the ocean. So put those two together, and
yeah, I'm obsessed with cities and I'm obsessed with oceans. And so like San Diego has like a bay, and so it's like you get that ocean breeze, and then downtown San Diego's super freaking cool. It's so pretty. Like, and then like I said, free. Love free. Okay.
And it's Comic-Con weekend.
And Comic-Con weekend. So there was a ton of cool people and cosplays there. And just lots of like cool advertising. Like I saw all the advertising for like the new Demon Slayer movie there. Like all like, you know, they had like ads just plastered on the side of like hotels and on billboards. It was really cool to see, actually. Like, you know, it kind of reminded me of like Anime Expo, but like on a way bigger scale. Like, honestly, it was huge. Even the little like the trains in downtown were like plastered with like the Demon Slayer movie advertisements.
And I saw like a lot of the booths that we saw at Anime Expo at the event you went to.
Like a lot of if you went to Anime Expo and you saw like those activations for Gachiakura, what's it called? Apothecary Diaries and Rising of Shield Hero, I think was the other one. Oh, and Kaiju number 8, then you didn't miss anything in terms of these activations. But even if you didn't go to the event and you didn't see the concerts, then sorry, but you missed out because it was literally so much fun.
Oh yeah? Who missed out?
Not you.
Oh, not me. Isn't that good?
No, seriously.
And then if we have time for this episode, I also want to talk about the Fantastic Four movie. Don't forget, okay? I'm not trying to rush you, but we do have our 3x3s.
I know.
So I feel like we're going to spend a lot of time on that as well.
No, don't worry. Like, you know, you don't need to like, okay, like pause really quick. Don't rush the flow of the episode.
I'm not rushing the flow, but you're terrible with your time management.
No, you're rushing
Exhibit
the flow.
A this morning, like when we were at the park, you were like, "Oh yeah, we'll leave in 10 minutes." An hour later.
Okay, well you're
just saying.
You're rushing the flow.
Not rushing the flow.
Anyway, if you didn't get a chance to attend the Crunchyroll, you know, concert in San Diego, like I'm gonna report to say, and close your ears when I say this, you missed out. I'm sorry. It was that fun. Like, it really was. Okay, you can open your ears back up. But anyway, enough on that. We are going to go ahead and get into our anime 3x3s.
Are we not going to talk about the movie?
Oh.
And that's why I'm kind of like telling you what's happening, because like I feel like you're not there. You're not all there. We went to the Fantastic Four premiere. Great movie. Bought myself this cute little cup. Like, are you kidding me? Flame on.
Flame on. Flameo Hotman. Oh wait, wrong thing.
No, but honestly, the movie was great. Dom Toretto would be proud. He would family.
Oh yeah, that movie was
Family.
all about family. Definitely like when she gave like that. Sorry, spoilers. When she like gave the speech about like her son being and then being like, this city is my family. I was like, yo, play Bandoleros in the background right now.
Dom Toretto just watching this movie with the tear, like
No, dead ass. I thought he was gonna like come through on the side and be like, somebody say family.
Yeah, no, I'm really happy that the last couple of superhero movies have been giving me kind of like a sense of nostalgia for the origins of superhero movies. Fun, entertaining, it's an adventure, it's a story, and it doesn't take itself like incredibly seriously and dark. Like we're not getting any of those, but what if, It's more like these characters are heroes, and they're supposed to be like the front line to these existential threats that are so cosmic and universal and big that you're almost wondering how they're going to pull this off,
Yeah, this was like the first movie. Well, this is definitely one of the first superhero movies that I've seen from Marvel, or really in general, honestly, that the superheroes were so obviously way weaker than the villain, to the point where I was like, damn, bro, how are they going to pull this off? Like, I knew for a fact that they were not going to be able to defeat Galactus with just their powers.
So you've never known anything about Galactus. You barely knew things about Thanos. What did you think of the villain?
Like I said, I didn't know anything about Galactus. The movie did a great job of showing me that like these people have no shot. Like that's how powerful he is. Is like the Fantastic Four cannot defeat this man with their powers alone. Like, unfortunately, like their abilities and what they're able to do is just no match for who Galactus is and what he's able to do. Let me finish.
Yeah.
And the movie did a really good job of just like making it the way that they do defeat Galactus is by basically almost like outsmarting him, which I thought was very spot on to like who the characters are, because they're all supposed to be like pretty smart for the most part. Not all of them, but like not all of them are like, what's his name, the main guy, Pedro Pascal.
Reed Richards?
Yeah,
Mr.
not
Fantastic?
all of them are Reed Richards smart, but like they are fucking smart. Technically they all were astronauts. Like, so the movie did a really good job of like taking the fact that like, the parts about each of them that make them smart and like utilizing that to defeating Galactus. I thought the movie did a really good job with that.
Yeah.
Like, would you agree? I feel like that pretty much sums it up.
I mean, I was just looking for that Galactus answer, and you gave me the whole synopsis of the movie, so I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just because, there's not much to say on him. They gave us like a little blurb.
Basically, what I wanted to ask you was like the last big villain that we saw was Thanos, and he felt like a threat. Like wow, he's powerful, he is hard to stop. Blah blah blah. Now we got Galactus. Now you're like, who is this giant alien-looking thing, right?
Yeah.
And now the next villain is going to be Doctor Doom. So we're going to go through a phase where you're going to be bombarded with so much information, so much like these characters are Marvel's like big baddies, like the heavy hitters. And we're finally getting close to like maybe, another Endgame situation. So I was just wondering what your take was on how Fantastic Four finally got the Galactus right. Because the last time we saw him in the cinematic universe, it was just a giant planet-eating cloud. So everyone's really happy with his, his
new form.
His new form. Final
Yeah.
form. Like I'm trying to say something like final form.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, they're just happy with how he looks now. His new skin.
What about the characters? Do you think they all did a great job, like representing like the Fantastic Four?
Yeah, I think they did. Reed Richards was good. Sue Storm was the star of the show. I'm gonna be honest.
I gotta be honest, she killed it. She's amazing.
It.
Oh
She
my
ate
god,
that role up.
She was literally mommy.
Yeah, she was literally mommy. Like literally mommy. Like not even just mommy, but like mother.
She was mother.
She was definitely mother.
She was mother.
I was
for
like,
sure.
damn, this conversation's so brain rot.
What do you think?
We're like, she was literally mother.
Who do you think watches this show?
People with brain rot, I hope, because she was giving mother. She was serving mother Huntress. Wait. I will say though, what's it called? What's his name? Johnny Storm?
Yeah.
Right? Johnny Storm. Some people complain that like, oh, he's like not like immature or goofy enough. I'm gonna be honest. I think we're all fucking tired of that trope.
Dude, I was just gonna say you would have gotten that and you would have complained that he is immature and
No, I think Marvel even though that technically is probably true to his character in the comic books, unfortunately, we've beat to death the funny superhero in Marvel, so I feel like they had to dial it back for him and make him like a little more mature to give it like more of a digestible thing for the audience. And don't get me wrong, he had his quips here and there, but like, dude, can you imagine like with the pacing and how like, well everybody was giving like a performance with the writing, and all of a sudden like Johnny Storm's over here like fucking making cracking jokes and shit, like, oh, come on, bro. Like, that would be like giving the Star-Lord treatment. Like, get out of here. Get out of here.
Also, you said it perfectly. Like, the pacing of this movie was kind of interesting. I love the pacing. I felt personally like I was never like, oh, this is dragging on for too long. It was just back to back.
Yeah.
Things were happening. They skipped a lot of like the introduction because they already kind of knew that we are tired of the whole let's go over this story one more time. Right?
We're good.
Can I just say, one of my favorite parts about the Fantastic Four movie, First Steps, was definitely how the Thing didn't go through his whole like, oh, I look different arc. Like, oh, I'm not comfortable with who I am. I'm like, dude, we saw this happen before, and it just slows the movie down. Like, we all get it, but he overcame that, and he knows he is loved by everyone. Like he is a hero. Now. You saw how he was treated in the movie. Everyone loves him. He's a superhero, and he has a good heart.
Yeah.
Enough said.
Like, dead ass. No, we're like, as fans, we don't want an origin movie. But anyway, 10 out of 10 movie. I think we have to move on because we have our 3x3s and we have a lot of ground to cover.
You're rushing the podcast. You're rushing. Whoa. You're rushing me.
Bro,
hello.
Rush my cock into your throat, bro.
We're going to cut that out.
We're keeping that in. All right. So, 3x3s. Do you want to start first or do you want me to start first?
I'm going to start first because I definitely want to put the ones that I guarantee you are on the same list for the both of us.
Okay. So, how we're going to do it. Do you have your list with you?
Oh, it's right here in my heart.
Do you have it written down somewhere?
Yes, of course.
Okay, where is it?
In my phone.
Okay, get out your phone. Whoa. What we're going to do is we're going to trade phones and we're going to look at each other's 3x3s.
No, do it one at a time. I want to do one at a time.
Well, there's only two of us, so we're just going to take a look and we're just going to have our initial reactions.
No, one at a time, because you're going to read a lot of things that you don't even know what they're going to say.
Can you just do how...
No. We're going to do one at a time. We're going to take turns. And I feel like I'm going to start with kind of like almost... from 10 to 1, because they definitely have like a first place and a 9th place, sorry. And we're just gonna take turns going over them,
Yeah, so the whole point is to like have them up here and then we react to the whole of the 3x3, and then after that we go and talk about them one by one. So that's why I want to switch phones and show each other so we can each have that moment.
Let me review my list real quick though, just really quick, because I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Like,
what?
Are we good?
Because it's 9, not 10, right? I have 10.
It's 9. 3x3.
Let me delete the 10th spot. Okay. I think we're good.
Okay. I'll let you know when we do a top 10. Then you can.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, ready? Here you go.
Here you go.
Okay. All right.
Oh, you have a visual. Sorry, I have a list.
I told you to do visual.
Oh, my bad.
Oh my gosh, we both have Love is War.
Duh.
Violet Evergarden, really?
Oh yeah, yours is basic as fuck.
High School of the Dead, all fucking 2 episodes? Like, what?
2 episodes?
I know there's more, but it's like super, it didn't even get finished.
Yeah, how about you name the rest? You're just picking the ones that
these are my initial reactions.
Dude, my initial reaction to yours is like, Fairy Tale?
Duh.
Really?
Fairy Tale my family. Of course I'm gonna put them on there.
Ugh. It really makes your list look like so inconsistent.
Dude, your list is performative.
What does performative mean?
It's like, I am saying I like all these animes, but there are better animes out there.
You haven't seen half of these.
What do you mean I've seen more than half?
Yeah, okay.
I've seen more than half of those.
Okay, so have you seen Eureka 7?
No.
Have you seen One Piece?
No.
Have you seen Made in Abyss?
No.
Have you seen Cyberpunk?
Yes.
Have you seen Dragon Maid? You haven't
No.
seen Cyberpunk.
I saw half.
Have you seen Gintama?
I tried to watch it, but I couldn't.
Okay, so have you seen even half of this list?
What's the rest of the
That was
list?
too easy. Next question. All right, we're gonna.
Not seen. Okay, I know. That's what I meant.
Oh, sure, honey.
Nah.
Whatever you
got
say.
Me. You got me. All right. Anyway, so for the viewers at home, we'll have our 3x3s up on the screen. And then for the audio listeners, we're going to go ahead and read out loud right now what is on our 3x3s so you know. So I'm going to start with my 3x3. So I have on my list in no particular order: Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Kaguya-sama Love is War, Cowboy Bebop, Inuyasha, Nana, Ouran High School Host Club, Attack on Titan, Fairy Tail, and Code Geass.
My list includes, in no particular order, Eureka 7, One Piece, Love is War, Made in Abyss, Cyberpunk Edge Runners, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, Violet Evergarden, Gintama, and High School of the Dead.
All right. And for our visual people, when we said all that, we'll just have a picture of it on the screen.
Bloop. Are we going to take turns, or is it going to be like hovering?
It'll probably be like right here or something, or like maybe over our faces.
I'm excited. I've never done like this level of editing, but I think I can make it work.
Oh, okay.
We'll see if I can do it on my end.
I was going to do the editing, but if you're volunteering.
Well, I want to see how my software handles that. Just
purr. All right, cool. Do you want to start? So we'll go just like, I'm going to start like, actually, is there one on my list? No, wait, pause. Is there one on my list you want me to start talking about first? And is there one on your list? The one I want you to start talking about first on your list is Violet Evergarden. That seems kind of random to me.
How is it random?
Not like, I know you like it, but I just never thought it was like a top
This has one of the
you.
greatest animations of its, I guess season. When it came out, the soundtrack, the storylines, even the character themselves were just at the top of the game.
Did you ever watch the movie after?
Absolutely. You have to. And I mean, like, the entire, series. Technically, I think it came to an end. I don't know if there's anything else coming for that show.
It did.
Yeah. One of my favorite things about putting a show in my 3x3 is if it has a solid ending, if it lands the ending, Mm-hmm. Some shows we will never get the endings of. I do want to make some, like, honorable mentions for shows that I don't think I'll ever be able to put in my list just because we don't know how it's going to end, because the second season just deviated from the manga, or just the fact that it's been so long since this anime has like done anything with itself.
With Nana.
Me with like Promised Neverland. If that anime followed the manga for the second season, I think we would have gotten an entire different show. If Psycho-Pass didn't change its protagonist with the third season, I mean, we would have gotten a better show, but whatever.
If Berserk got a decent animation, it could be on the list.
If we were doing like a manga,
of course,
3x3, I would put that in my list.
I wouldn't even have enough. I haven't read enough manga. I think I've read enough, but stop mocking me. Anyway, is there anything on my list that you want to talk, like, that you called me out? You're like, explain yourself.
You know what's funny? I've seen all of these.
You know how hard it was, though, to not put Sword Art Online on there?
No, it's honestly, I was expecting it.
I almost did, but I found out that I loved other things more.
The only thing that I truly, think only the real ones will have on their list is Nana. That's a very like.
What about Love is War?
A lot of people love Love is War.
Exactly. The real ones would put that on. I
don't need to explain Love is War to people. They know this is one of the greatest shows of all time. I would need to explain Nana to some people because not many people know it exists.
Not a true anime fan, in my opinion. Real ones. Not even real ones. People know Nana's gas. I don't know.
I'm sorry, but like whenever I go to like, Anime Expo, I'm looking at Love is War cosplayers. I'm looking at the booths and panels. Everyone loves Love is War. Everyone knows what it is. And I can talk about the show for hours because this is probably for me in my list number 3 for sure.
Love is War.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know where it ranked for me. We're not ranking. We're just talking about like the nine that we like, because I couldn't be able to begin to put these in order. That would probably take another hour of deliberation.
I can do that in a heartbeat, homie. I've already thought about this.
Like that, like right there, I'd be like, holy shit. Okay, well, we need to dissect that. But wait, okay, so you called out on my list Fairy Tail.
Mm-hmm. It's not good. Fairy Tail is not a good show. Fairy Tail is a solid 6 out of 10.
Don't talk about my family like that, okay?
That show is so cheesy. It has no stakes. And in my opinion, the characters are all one-dimensional. Like, you
Wow.
can absolutely barely tell them apart.
Wow. How dare you say
They're
that?
so basic that the creator of this show created a different show with the same models of these characters, by the way, and moved around their character traits almost like they were like in a whiteboard, right? They're like, done, new show.
You haven't seen Eden Zero, so you can't even
I've read
talk
it.
about that. Oh, you have?
I read the first volume and I was like, I'm bored out of my mind.
I haven't. I think I read the first volume too, actually. I didn't
Tell me, you love this show so much. Why haven't you seen the 100-year quest?
Because I'm saving it for like a rainy day.
See, when there's a show that I put in my list, any of this show, if they were to release a new season, I would watch it right there and then. I wouldn't wait because they're that good. So that's a great, sign of why Fairy Tail is like a background show.
No, I love Fairy Tail. Like,
No, it's fine. You do. I'm just telling you, personally, it wouldn't even be like on my top 40.
That's great. This isn't your fucking list. This is my fucking list.
Which is why that's the first one that I'm like, that's very bold. It's very bold to put it up there. I think you have a lot of emotional connection with the show.
I do.
Which is great because I'm like, I don't think you've seen it all, dude.
It's just one of those shows where, okay, first off, I know the 100-year quest is out, and I really want to watch it. It's just, I know, okay, so Fairy Tail already ended once. And when it ended, I was like really genuinely sad. I was like, damn, dude, I have nothing to watch. Even though I didn't love the last season. I thought the last season could have been a little better. I liked the manga of the last season better than I liked, the animation of the last season. But when Fairy Tail ended, I remember I was like, damn, dude, like, it's fucking over. Like, I'm actually really bummed. Like, I have no more Fairy Tail content to consume. And then they announced the 100-year quest, and I was like, okay, awesome. Like, I have more Fairy Tail content to consume. And then I was like, but wait, if I consume all of the 100-year quest and it ends, then I'm going to feel sad like I did again when Fairy Tail ended. So I'm just going to avoid it and push it away until I like am ready to watch it. So I don't, it's like very much like, I don't want to lose you again, Fairy Tail. I know, but that's my
This is why sometimes
that's my train of thought.
I like literally struggle to understand how you consume media. Based on that, answer, I'm like, oh, you just do it your own way.
I get very attached to it. And so like, it's like, if it goes away, then I'm like, I have nothing left. Oh my God, I'm going to be sad. But then now I'm like, dude, I got like a whole nother series to fucking watch and read when I want to. Like, imagine I'm just having like the worst day of my life, right? Like,
no. And then you watch it and it's mid.
First off, that would not happen because I would
honestly... You want to talk about the season before that one?
No. Dude, I literally... Are you hard of hearing? Because I literally just said that it wasn't that good and the manga was good.
So, talking about our lists, I do want to talk about something very dear to my heart. And that's how I feel like with age, your list might change, Mm-hmm. Out of nowhere, maybe next season you'll get an anime that you're like, whoa, I have to put this on my list. I have to take one out. I know till the day I die, well, there's multiple, especially One Piece, but Eureka 7 will be untouched just because I already know the ending as well.
Mm-hmm.
Eureka 7 is the reason why I watch anime. And it's the reason why in my 3x3, you will always find Eureka 7. I cannot stop talking about my favorite anime of all time. Some people start with One Piece. Some people start with Naruto. Some people start with like Death Note or Attack on Titan. I started this journey with Eureka 7.
Okay.
And, sorry, are you okay?
No, I'm good.
I'm listening
to you talk. You're just
I'm not
yapping.
used to you being so quiet.
No, I'm literally listening to you talk. I'm letting you have the floor. So that's why I'm just like, You're like, are you gonna interrupt me? And I'm like, no.
Do you want me to just talk about my list? Is that cool?
No, I wasn't done talking about Fairy Tail.
Oh, sorry. Like, you need to tell me this so I know what's in your mind.
Well, you were on a good roll, and I was like, okay, I don't want to interrupt what you got going here.
Dog, okay. What are your thoughts on, like, final thoughts on Fairy Tail? What is it that you wanted to end it on?
All I wanted to say was I want to make a rule about this.
Mm-hmm.
We can't shit on each other's 3x3. Like...
Oh, you feel bullied.
No, but it's annoying. Like, that's obviously on my thing for a reason. You're sitting here shitting on Fairy Tail, and I'm like, dude, like... Fuck
Was I
off.
too mean?
You're so annoying.
I'll
Like,
be nicer.
can you
be
just-
mean. You saw my list. Call me out on Call of the Dead.
I
Do
think
it.
your list is performative. It's giving performative male.
I don't even know what performative means.
Exactly.
What does that mean?
It means you're just putting these on your list to make yourself look cool.
Please. You can tell me anything about these shows, and I can tell you
Like
10 reasons why it's on my
I
list.
purposely put Fairy Tale on my list knowing that it would not make me look cool. In fact, knowing that it would make me look fucking lame.
You think I look cool putting Call of the Dead in my list?
Call of the Dead? You mean
High School
of the Dead?
Sorry. It's one of the episodes.
That actually is a really cool anime. So yeah. And also it cracks me up because it's like there's like fucking 12 episodes and then the show just like stops halfway through.
I think you really are trying to hate on my list, but you can't. So you're using like performative. Like,
no, but that's what I mean though. Like you're shitting on my list of Fairy Tale because I put something that's like not cool on there, and meanwhile like your list is like, oh, I have good taste in anime. I'm like, bro, be real. Put Unagi-san's dog on there like a fucking man, bro. I know what your taste is. That's the thing. Is like literally I see that and I'm like, oh my god, this is just like your greatest hits list. Like stop. Like put on your 3x3.
Look, I'm sorry Goblin Slayer didn't make it.
Ew!
I'm sorry like Redo of a Healer didn't make it. I'm sorry like Interspecies Reviewers didn't make it. I tried, but like let's be honest.
I'm not talking about any of those, which you know are fucking awful, all of those. I'm talking about the weird shit that you watch, like Unagi-san's dog.
Let me just tell you something very brief about some of the shows you haven't,
No, I'm just mad you didn't put Unagi-san's dog on there.
Oh, dude. God forbid I watch everything that comes out because I am curious to see what the way that they created. Yeah, they created something.
You haven't watched My Life is a Vending Machine or whatever in a dungeon.
That's true. I'll get to it. Man, there's a lot coming out. Right now I'm watching this anime called Toboki's Sin. Oh, what is it called? It is literally the show of the year when it comes to depression and absolute like.
Why are you talking about this? We're talking about your 3x3.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Talking about my 3x3, I want to talk about some animes that really like I put in this list for a specific reason because of what they've done for me. I want to start with Made in Abyss. This is world building to a new level. This anime just gives you a perception of fear that I've never gotten before. I've watched horror anime before. I've watched sad stories before. You know, everyone has. But I've watched nothing like Made in Abyss. This world haunts my nightmares.
Interesting. You know who loves Made in Abyss? Jasmine.
It is phenomenal. The music, the score, the characters, the interacting plot lines. Sophie, this is one of those shows that I am scared to watch because I know whatever is going to happen, it's going to leave me feeling broken. Mm-hmm. That is how good this show is. Like the people who've created this world are a new level of genius because in our eyes as the viewers watching the show, this is just horrifying to look at. But in the world they live in, it's just an ecosystem. It's just a food chain, you know?
That's literally like the real life as well.
No, but it's way crueler.
Yeah, but the way you describe it is just like a more extreme version of how it already is here. And it just depends on who you are in the food chain.
Yeah, and I'm trying to explain to you how it makes humans feel like insects.
Exactly. Like,
are we insects in this ecosystem?
No, but imagine how the insects feel.
Sure.
No, but seriously though, like it's very much, it just depends on where you are on the food chain. That's it. Like, it just puts it into humans' perspective. I'm not shitting on it. I'm just saying it's very similar.
It is not similar at all. I think what you're trying to say is like, I understand what you meant by that. I mean, that's the exact, point I wanted to make.
I think we're both agreeing, but you're just not understanding.
Yeah, no, because I feel like you're thinking like this world is kind of like has an ecosystem. I'm like, yeah, but I'm trying to make a comparison here of why this world, portrays something really dark when in reality it's just it's world,
That's literally what I'm saying.
Okay. My bad. Sorry. And I'm like, okay, thanks for explaining what I just
You're
said.
getting defensive for literally no reason.
Because I'm like, are you
Agreeing
explaining
with
what I
you.
just said in different words, or like, are you trying to say you're confused? Trying to figure
No,
that
I'm
one
like saying what you said in different words, showing you that I understand it.
Got it. My bad, dog. I was like confused on that one. No, yeah, that's why Made in Abyss, they're coming up with either the thing with this anime is that they usually do either seasons or movies and it's all in order, right?
Okay.
So I don't know if we're going to get a movie next or another 12 episode season. But whatever the case, I'm really excited because not to spoil the show, but the whole plot is this giant hole, this giant abyss that you can explore in the middle of the world. And the main, character is looking for her mom. That's it. So we're getting deeper into the abyss, and we're getting more and more like worlds in the abyss. So, dude, I've seen the artwork for the upcoming seasons. I am excited.
Aw, that's cool.
All right,
You know what? Made in Abyss has been on my list for a while now, but I just haven't got a chance to watch it. Jasmine, the girl who does some of my tattoos, if you could see, she's done my Inuyasha tattoo. She's a huge fan of Made in Abyss, so
Shout out, dude. She sounds like a cool
she's
person.
Cool.
Oh, dude.
But yeah, I really
Pamela
wanna watch
would
it.
understand. Like she's watched the show.
I heard it's really sad too. So
it's very like deep.
yeah,
Deep.
like the abyss.
Like the abyss.
Okay, wait. Can I talk about?
Yeah, you can
so we'll go one by one.
That's
yeah,
what I mean.
yeah.
That's why I wanted to do at the
Okay,
very beginning.
I want to talk about this one, but I'm surprised this one's not on your list. I'm kind of like, damn, really?
Trust me, you have some good picks in there, and the only reason why first of all, tell me which one you're talking about specifically.
So I'm talking about Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Ooh, that's a good one. Trust me, I consider putting that on my list 100%.
Yeah. Wait, can I say something? Some people might look at my list and think, damn, this bitch is basic and hasn't seen a lot of anime. You'd be fucking wrong.
You'd be correct.
No, you'd be wrong. Are you serious? I've seen more anime than a lot of people,
Whoa, don't get
okay?
defensive on me.
But at the end of the day, I like basic. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not this like unique, profound, philosophical person. I like basic shit. I like shit to be spoon fed to me. I don't need, like some fucking niche anime that nobody's heard of and to like put like, no, dude, I like mainstream basic shit. I do. Like, sue me. Literally sue me. Like, my bad. Like, like they're popular for a fucking reason. Like,
No one should attack you on liking Full Metal Alchemist. I'm sorry. It's a great show.
No, but I feel like putting that and Attack on Titan on there, that's like, come on. Like, that's two bangers. Like, of course, but I really do like them. Like, truly, like, I'm trying to put things on my list that I remember, like, for example, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. The reason I put that on my list is because that was like the first piece of like, dare I say, peak that I ever watched. Because when I started first watching anime, the first ever anime I watched was Samurai Champloo. And I was like, this is pretty good. Like, I like this. Like, that was really good. Like, I want to get into more. The next thing I watched was Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. And I was like, oh shit. Like, this?
Question: did you ever watch the Full Metal Alchemist, the first one?
No, went straight into Brotherhood
when they had to like get creative with the anime because the manga hadn't caught up.
I had already had friends tell me, don't watch anything but Brotherhood, don't waste your time, and I was like, valid. So
Just wondering.
I immediately went right into Brotherhood knowing to watch that. I watched it and I swear to God, my life changed. I was like, wow, like, is this all anime? Like, I genuinely, the bar was so high for me because after that, like, I remember I was like, well, I then watched like Attack on Titan, I watched Tokyo Ghoul, I watched Sword Art Online, like kind of the basic shit at the time. But I remember Full Metal Alchemist, bro, that shit just like sticking with me. Like, Mustang was like my first ever like husbando. Like, I was like, damn, this guy fucks. And then the scene with like Hughes, like I remember I was like in tears. I was like, how could they do this? And then just like the last season too, like I love an anime that in the last season all the characters you've met throughout the series like pull up to fight the bad guy. I'm like, let's go! Like, literally, that's like, take my money. Like, I love that shit because it's like, it's like it's all connected, everything's connected, like, like people, characters that you like want to meet, like, but then they never meet throughout the series, but then they meet in the final battle and you're like, I knew you guys would get along. Like,
Dude, like, I really want to get the Scar's tattoo on my arm, the arm of destruction.
oh damn.
I really want to get that, but I feel like I need the body for it. Like, I need to hit the
You
gym.
gotta hit the gym first. Yeah. No, I really want Lust, her homunculus tattoo, but I'm gonna need the breast implants first. I'm gonna need the breast lift first.
We in the same boat, honey. We're in
Yeah,
the same boat.
we're gonna need some.
Yo, is this shit falling on me? Hold up.
We're gonna need some cosmetic surgery before we get our Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood tattoo.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, but that's on my list because honestly, like, it literally was one of the first ever like certified hood classics that I ever watched.
It is
was
a classic.
so good.
It's a classic. That's the thing with the 3x3 sometimes. I feel like you're struggling to understand that just because you have a classic in your list doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It's not basic at all. I feel like that show is very complex. It has a lot of depth. The characters are amazing. And there's a couple of shows, if I see it on your 3x3, I wouldn't even flinch. Like Full Metal Alchemist, Attack on Titan, even shows like Gurren Lagann or...
That's not even on my 3x3.
But dude, a lot of people
I
have
thought
it.
about it, but
A lot of people have it on their list for good reason. It's a
Yeah.
great fucking show. What was the other one? You threw me off. There was one more.
Fairy Tail.
That's the one. I know. I can clown on you for
You have to be nice to me.
days.
You have to be nice to me about Fairy
Over
Tail.
One Piece.
Wait, you know what?
Over-
Wait, okay, sorry. I'm jumping ahead because
it's
we need
okay.
to talk about your list. I want you to talk about Gintama.
Let's do it. Oh my
wait,
god.
can I just say though?
Oh my god, woman. Yes.
Before
Uh-huh.
we get into I tried to watch Gintama. I think I got maybe through like 5 episodes and I just like was like I don't really get it. Like,
You know?
And you know what's funny? I was like I don't want to drop this because I've heard it's like really good and I heard people like love this has a cult following, but just I still did and I kind of regret it because
You have 2 shows in my list that you dropped.
yeah.
That tells me a lot. That tells me, like, if I heard this from someone I didn't know, like, as much as I know you, I would judge immediately, and I can safely say you're a good example of where I'd be correct.
You know what's funny though? Looking at our list and being like, oh yeah, you don't like Fairy Tail. I dropped 2 anime that are like on your list. You would think that like, people are like, do you guys even like the same animes? We have a lot of animes that we both really like neutrally. But
You're saying that, like, we don't have 3 in our list that we're in the same boat here.
Well, I think we only have one of the
No,
same.
we had one.
We
Love
only
is
have one
War.
matching. It's just Love is War.
Did I not put Attack on Titan on my list? No, I didn't. Right?
No, you didn't.
Oh, no. Okay, you're right. I took it out because I made room for another one.
Yeah, we only
Okay.
have Love is War.
I want to stay on track. So I'll talk very briefly about Gintama because this is one of those shows that are it's hard to describe because
Don't describe me the show. Describe why you put it on your list.
No. Dude, let me talk. Let me cook here, okay?
Okay.
This is gonna make a lot of sense once my little tiny baby brain figures out how to put it in words.
You can do it, Brandy. You can do it.
I'm good with emotion. I'm good with feelings, but like put them in words.
Brando,
I'm gonna need a minute.
Brando's not good with words.
I'm gonna need a minute. Okay, being bilingual sucks because then you struggle here a little
Say
bit.
it in Spanish, bro, and we'll put subtitles.
Ah, hola chico, papi chulo. All right, here we go. So Gintama has made me laugh so much. It is, dude, fuck. See what I mean? I'm struggling here. The comedy in this show, I've never seen it before.
So you have 2 comedies on your list.
I do. But
Okay.
Gintama is the one that, first of all, this show doesn't take itself seriously. It has fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
And when it needs to be serious, it kicks it in gear.
So it's kind of like
you get smacked with a plot that you just weren't ready for it because you're just laughing. You're just like, oh, funny fourth wall breakings, or an episode about why someone can't fall asleep, or a lot of Japanese tropes.
yeah.
That took me a while to understand, but I could tell what the joke was.
Uh-huh.
And out of nowhere, you get a heartbreaking, soul-crushing story about a character you've just been laughing with this entire time, and it just hits you like whiplash.
So it's like a show of filler episodes, and then like plot is like the filler
Dude,
episode.
I'm not gonna lie, Gintama is like 90% filler because every episode it's its own like episode.
That's what I mean. It's like they flipped it around.
But then these characters have a lot of history because this is a kind of like the end of the entire story, because this is already happened. Also, the world makes no sense because this is kind of like a world invaded by aliens, and we're still stuck in feudal Japan.
Wait,
it's
okay.
So weird.
Another thing. Okay, I'm gonna say two things. Gintama's pretty long, right?
It's incredibly long. It's another long shonen. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a shonen though.
It's action.
Really?
It's action comedy. The fight scenes here. Keep in mind, these people fight with blades, and the main character, he fights with a wooden blade.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's so random.
Okay, the next thing I was gonna say, the way you're describing it, where it's like very funny, haha, and then you get like a serious moment, it's giving like Rick and Morty.
Yeah, but Rick and Morty is like,
and not to be confused with the Rick and Morty anime.
Oh my god. Oh, here, I'll tell you this real quick. So, it makes fun of every other anime. It's made fun of Naruto, it's made fun of One Piece, it's made fun of Dragon Ball, and every time those jokes come on screen, you just can't help but laugh.
Really?
It makes fun of itself. The live adaptation movie made a joke about live adaptation movies. Like, it's just...
I think, if I remember
humor.
correctly, Gintama is also, like, made fun of Nana, too.
It's made fun of everything. There are some times where I'm watching the show, I don't pick up on the joke, and then somebody explains it to me, and I'm like, I'm so slow. Like, these people are geniuses. The writing on the show is phenomenal.
Okay, interesting, because I didn't put this on my list, because I recently just started watching it the way it's supposed to be watched, in my opinion, like the way God intended it for at least the US audience, is Psyche K, the one with the pink hair guy.
You make a great point there.
So the reason why it's so okay, so I tried to watch it in Japanese, and I was like, dude, I don't get it. Like, this isn't funny. And then I saw comments online being like, no, watch the dub. Dude, the dub is hilarious. It's so fucking funny.
When you said that, and I was working on my 3x3, something clicked in my brain. Is Gintama even funnier if I watch this in dub?
It depends. It all depends on the voice acting.
Because there's a lot of jokes in there that are like direct translations.
Yeah.
So I'm like, was that funnier in its own, like...
Probably it's funnier in Japanese, but what makes Psyche K funny is like the story is funny, but then also just like the dry voice acting humor, the dry humor of the voice actors too, and like the way that they say it,
the execution of the
lines.
Is another thing about Gintama that I love. The voice acting in the show is fantastic because they land the jokes by being so serious, you know? Or like when they do their random like fourth wall breakings, it's like, it reminds me of Deadpool. And then you're like,
interesting.
Whoa.
Okay, so wait, let's go ahead and transition then to the one that's on our 3x3, both of ours, because that's also a comedy. Love is War. Kaguya-sama Love is War.
Yeah.
It's funny because this is a humor anime, right? It doesn't need to be in Japanese or English dub to like find funny. Like,
I feel like
it's one of those
is
that
a universal language, so that helps it a lot.
Well, okay, wow, that was love is a universal language, so that helps a lot. So that was so corny.
When those jokes about being like nervous around your significant other, like everyone can get that. You don't need to have like the correct, vocabulary to understand what the joke was.
Brando relates to this a little too much.
What do you mean?
You just said it yourself. Like you're not really good at having the right words to like describe things. But then you like in Love is War, you're like, oh yeah, when you're nervous and you talk to someone and you don't have the words, I'm like, yeah, that's why you relate to it so much.
Oh, I see. No, totally.
Yeah,
100%.
But this is one of those animes that's fucking hilarious. Like every time a new season has come out of Love is War, and we've been watching this for years now, like every new season, Brando and I will drop what we're doing, sit down on the couch or go out to the movie and see the movie, and we laugh out loud. Like not just like a chuckle, we laugh out loud every single episode. It is so fucking funny. And it takes place in a high school too, which you would think we're both almost 30. We're kind of over like the high school trope. Nah, not this. This
I literally have a High School of the Dead in my list. Like, don't speak for me.
I know, but
you're tired of it. I'm never tired of it.
No, but like not tired of it, but like you can't relate to it or something like that. But like you know, you can't relate to it. Like you can't.
You've never been to high school?
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like you're kind of like tired of relating to high schoolers. Like you kind of want to relate to people. You want media of. Around people that are like in their 20s or late adults because it's like more relatable, like you know, like for me, like I'm kind of like if they're in high school, like, it doesn't bother me, but I'm definitely like, I would prefer to see more media of young adults, if that makes sense. Because every single thing is set in a high school. And I get why. Like, it works. Like, for example, for Love is War, it works. Like, I have no complaints about it. Like, I really don't even think twice about it. It's just the setting that it's in, you know? But, like, you know, for some people, or like for some more like serious dramas or something like that, like, or love stories, like, you know, when it's in high school, I'm like, okay, like, like, I kind of wish they were a little older. It would mean a little more to me, if that makes sense. But anyway,
Okay.
we're getting off topic.
Yeah.
Love is War is one of the funniest fucking animes ever. We crack up every single time. Like, genuinely, just the quippiness and just the sly humor they have, and just like the hijinks they get into are just so funny. And the way that it's like the whole like, will they or won't they? And they both like have like a huge crush on each other, and they just don't want the other one to find out. It's just
So sometimes the humor in Gintama reminds me a lot about the humor in Love is War. I'm going to give you an example. Do you remember the skit where they, like, out of nowhere just do, like, a bit from, like, Starship Troopers?
you mean the end credit scene?
Just out of nowhere?
Yeah.
Gintama does that a lot. And I was just like, that's something they would do. But here's why these two shows are completely different. Because Love is War has some of the best romance in, like, modern media I've ever seen.
No, seriously.
Gintama could never scratch that.
No, seriously, like, I completely agree. Love is War you're right, it just has its like random moments, but then also you just get hit with the cutest love story in the entire world.
I always make fun of Sophie when she does her little squeals, right? When we watched the Love is War movie and we finally got, even though the kiss was blocked by a balloon, I squealed.
We squealed.
I squealed.
We squealed.
I never squealed.
We giggled and kicked our feet in the movie theaters.
Are you kidding me? That feeling will live with me.
Also, like,
free.
you know, okay, you know something's funny when you laugh out loud, right? Like, when we went to the Love is War movie, one thing I noticed was, like, when they were, like, doing the jokes, the whole audience was cracking up for, like, the entire movie. Like, literally,
hey, they're here for a Love is War movie.
Yeah,
they're
like
cultured.
that's what made
they're
the
cool
movie experience.
I want to be friends with all of you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you like Kaguya-sama Love is War, we're automatically
If you put
friends.
that on your 3x3 or your top 10 or whatever,
yeah,
you're a cool person. Be my friend.
We're friends. But literally, the whole theater was like cracking up, and it just like felt good to be in a theater that, like, I don't know, wasn't like some corny ass Marvel movie, like, and cracking jokes.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, this is funny. This right here is peak humor.
Last thing I want to say about Love is War is very simple. Fujiwara, Chika Fujiwara is my waifu.
She's my waifu.
She is she brings joy into my soul.
Literally.
She is everything.
She is a ray of sunshine in the world. She is a pure, innocent soul. We love her. She's
so
just
funny. She's so caring. She's cool.
She's
when
a good
she eats
friend.
ramen, I'm like, oh, she eats ramen.
Yeah, she's a good friend.
Yeah.
She's cute. She knows how to
She
you know,
has
make
sisters.
Stop. Her sisters are so cute. Oh my god.
Yeah.
She has a lot of friends. Like, she's pretty. Like, let's be so for real. She's so gorgeous.
She's amazing.
We love Chika. She's our waifu. I actually have a tattoo of Chika right here.
No one can beat Chika. That's for sure.
No one can beat her. We are huge Chika fans here. We love her. She's just the guy who does the Chika dance every day on TikTok just popped into my head.
What a legend.
Dude, that guy is more dedicated than any man out there. So I need some woman to step up and
you
go
know he
date
has
him.
Love is War in his 3x3.
That is on, dude. You know that's on his 3x3, which means we're automatically friends. So hopefully, I hope we can meet him one day and be like, you know what? This is on our 3x3. Let's be friends. But anyway, all right, wait, can I see your list again? All right, I want you to talk about Kobayashi Dragon Maid.
This one is what I would say is anime.
Okay.
This show is anime. First of all, we took one, what are dragons? Are dragons like a thing?
Mythical creatures.
We took a mythical creature. We combined it with a maid. We put those two together. We added some animation in a cast full of creative characters.
And some cute anime girls.
Anime. This show is anime. Not only is the show good, by the way, the whole story is fantastic, but everything they do in the show just reminds you of why I love to watch anime. For
Okay.
example, these dragons are genuine dragons. They're powerful mythological creatures. When they throw hands, they crack the world. Like they're powerful creatures. And then when they're not fighting, they're doing cute anime stuff. What? Sign me up.
Yeah.
The characters are wonderful. Everyone in the show is just funny. This show has comedy. It has romance. It has a little bit of like, like a maid show, kind of. It has heartbreak. And my favorite thing, it has just cute girls doing cute things.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
bro.
Cute anime girls doing cute anime girl things. Can't be mad at that.
Then you're watching this show and out of nowhere, like, you realize that, oh, I have to get a job. Like, you're a dragon. You don't have to get a job. She's already clocking in for her 9 to 5. I'm like, what is happening, you know?
Dude, dragon.
This show is cute. It's adorable. Every time I watch this show, I feel like it cleanses me after I watch something like heartbreaking and destructive.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's great.
All right, here, let me pull up my 3x3 again, and you could see. Let me know. Ooh, okay. Let me know
Okay.
which one you want me to talk about.
I want you to talk about, let's do something that I feel like you need to jump on right off. Because it's honestly something I should have put on my list, but I didn't put it because we'll talk about it. Nana, tell me why front and center.
I thought you'd never ask!
Actually, we're going to take a quick break. No! I got to piss. I got to reload.
No.
It'll
Are
be
you
quick.
serious?
No, for sure.
What the fuck? All right, Brando's back from his piss break, and now I'm finally going to talk about Nana. Oh, what is there to say about what this anime means to me? No, but in all seriousness, I could probably sit here and talk forever about this anime and like how it literally changed my life and how Aizawa somehow reached into my brain and took all of my internal thoughts and then put them into a anime TV show. Literally, I've never felt so incredibly seen before in my I've never felt so seen before in my entire life. Like the minute I watched this anime, I was like, holy crap, she gets it. Like I've never felt so seen and read to filth. Just every decision that the characters make, like their internal monologues, the fact that, they just want to like achieve their dreams and just stuff keeps getting in the way, and like, watching people you love make dumb decisions. Like, oh my God, dude. Like, I don't know how else to describe it other than like, yeah, like, that's me. Like, this anime is me. You got me.
You got to talk about the soundtrack.
And the soundtrack and the character design. Like, dude, Vivienne Westwood, the fashion. Aizawa is a fashion icon. She actually went to fashion school before she became what's called a manga writer. And literally, you can tell. And this isn't her first story. This is the last one she ever wrote. And it's actually on hiatus and unfinished and has been on hiatus, I think, for 15 years. So, fingers crossed that one day she comes back to finish it. But I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, she's almost 60. So time has passed. I don't know if she's ever going to finish it, which is kind of disappointing. But
I will say, even though there is a probability that she won't be able to complete the series, I mean, even what we got so far just shows me how skilled she is at writing a love story, a struggle story, and whatever. And I could already tell if she finished this, she would have made a masterpiece.
Yeah, I have to say, if you're a girl, like, don't get me wrong, men will enjoy this as well. If you're a woman, watch a show, because it like changes your brain chemistry. Like, as someone, like, whether you watch in your early 20s or your late 20s, I've rewatched it in kind of like both stages, and like each time I watched it, I felt different. And some things that I initially were like, oh my God, how could like they do that? Like, I kind of look back on it differently, like with a more adult perspective, and I'm like, damn, I don't agree with it, but I get it, and like you said, the soundtrack is fantastic. Like, in the show, they're trying to pursue their dreams of like becoming like a rock band, and they're, rivaling with this other band that's already famous. So there's a lot of good songs in it. The intros are fucking bangers because they're by the bands as well. Like I said, they have drip for days, and it's so funny because it's like an ongoing joke in the fucking fandom is like how they're all like broke and struggling to pay rent, yet they're all dripped out in like Vivienne Westwood, like, which is like, wait, hold on. Is the problem actually that they're spending all their money on designer and that's why they can't afford rent? Is that like the underlying tone that we just never talk about? Like, where are they getting all this Vivian Westwood?
They're also all like super hot baddies. Like,
And they're also all
there's not like one plain looking character in this show.
There's not an ugly character in the show.
No.
Like, even the people you hate are hot as fuck.
They're like 6'1", dressed to the nines with their hair done and everything.
Toothpick thin. Like, literally on Ozempic before Ozempic was even real. Like,
rocking the Vivian Westwood. This show is just a vibe for sure.
no, it is. And like, even the art and character design literally is so unique compared to other animes. Like, when you compare it to other anime designs, like, it's its own thing. Like, the way she draws characters is unique. So Nana is just a unique masterpiece. I could honestly say it's a masterpiece even though it's not finished, just because of like what Ayazawa was able to accomplish and communicate within like the volumes that are currently out, which I think is 24. Like, girl, even if she never finishes it, it's my number one anime of all time. It's a masterpiece, and I get what you're trying to do, girl. Like, you don't even need to write an ending. Like, I get it. Like, you spoke to me. Like, you know, like, of course, if I would jump to the rooftops or yell to, what am I trying to say? Scream from the rooftops with joy if she ever decided to come out with, you know, like more volumes and continue the series. But unfortunately, she's chronically sick.
Yeah, you know, health comes first. Like, she should definitely make sure she gets
health
better.
comes first, but I need her to get out there. No, I'm kidding.
You know,
but yeah, I love Nana though. You know, it's just number one on the list. There's really not much else to say about that.
All right, my turn. How about you pick another one from my list?
Okay.
Go ahead.
High School of the Dead.
Yeah, I'm down.
I'm curious why that's on there. And are you including the manga in that assessment as well, or are you just talking about the anime?
Well, when it comes to like the length of the show, it's kind of similar to Nana for one reason. Hold. I need you. I'm gonna lose you. So you know how the anime ended at a certain point, but the manga kept going a little bit longer?
Yeah.
The same thing happens for High School of the Dead. So taking it.
Yes, but High School of the Dead had like 12 episodes.
That's fine.
And Nana had like 40 something.
That's fine. But I'm not saying like, oh, they're the same length.
Okay.
That's not what I'm saying.
Valid.
And I'm saying those 12 episodes. Okay, first of all, I'll start very simple about why.
Just tell me why it's on there. Like, you know.
I literally just said I was about to. You like, oh, let me tell you why it's on there. Just tell me what's on there. Dog, give me a second. First of all, me as a person, I love zombies. I do. Mm-hmm. I am like, it was either this or Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress or Zom 100 or I don't know, another zombie anime out there. They're very few. Honestly.
I'm surprised.
There's a couple I know I haven't watched. I really want to watch Zombieland Saga, I think it's called, but it's like a band girl zombie kind of show. Mm-hmm. Sankaria was a great one. Didn't put it on my list just because, dude, honestly, it wasn't too much about zombie. It was more of about a love story. And there's one more in there. I will get back to that one.
I wonder if they don't do zombie genres as much because it's like hard to animate.
Probably. But I think Call of the Dead did it great. Like, are you kidding me?
Calling it Call of the Dead.
I do.
Is that
a
video game?
Yeah, it is actually.
Okay, that's why you keep doing
It's the arcade one too, where you like. No, that's House of the Dead. Darn.
What's Call of the Dead? That probably
something
exists.
is Call of the Dead.
Anyway,
and I know one of the episodes is called Call of the Dead because every episode is named something off the dead.
Okay, but I will say, okay, so Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress.
You know why I'm calling it Call of the Dead? I keep getting it mixed up with Call of the Night, another great anime that I almost put on this list.
Okay. I was going to say, you mentioned Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress. That's like one of my top animes as well. The reason I didn't put it on my list is just because like I needed more.
Dude.
Which is interesting because you put High School of the Dead on your list. And in my opinion, like that's one of those like it needs more.
So I am a huge fan for like, you know, civilization collapses. We're attacked with a existential crisis and we're all trying to survive. Love that shit. They're in high school and they're zombies. And I haven't even told you why it's on my list. Boobies. We love boobies.
When the bullet goes through her boobs.
Are you kidding me?
That was great. Physics really said, I'm a head out.
I went peak cinema when that happened.
I'm not gonna lie. That shit was, when I first watched that shit, I was like, this is anime.
Also, the intro. Hold on. Can we talk about one of the greatest intros of all time?
I forgot the intro.
It's the greatest song ever. But talking about the show in general, they like to balance out, the fun, quirky, etchy kind of show with like these things are eating people alive.
Yeah.
Right? And it doesn't feel like they're forgetting about that. They're just having an adventure in this world. This show will probably get knocked out of my list if I ever see another good like zombie anime. But this
Okay.
is my favorite one for sure, for many reasons. It sucks that we couldn't keep the anime going. We do have something to work with the whole mall arc that didn't get animated, but I read it. It's good. It's good. It's phenomenal. I don't want to spoil it, but it's great. And if we kept going all the way till the end, maybe we would have gotten something special here.
Didn't
But
the creator die?
I don't know. I think so.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure he did.
But the 12 episodes that
Rest
you
in
left me
peace.
with is just a great show to watch in general, especially if you can tolerate a little bit of ecchi, a little bit of dark humor, a little bit of zombie violence. It is unapologetically violent. Like there's explosions, there's gore, there's people tearing into each other, there's guns.
No, it's a good one. Like I know it has the stupid like fucking crazy like jiggle like physics and
My
booby and
favorite-
tits and whatnot. But honestly, it's a banger.
My
It's a
favorite
banger.
scene. My favorite scene in this show. I always talk about this as one of my favorite scenes in anime. So at the very beginning of the show, shit's hitting the fan. Zombies are attacking, and I think the first two main characters were beefing with each other, so they weren't in talking terms. And the guy goes to the girl to try to tell her like, "Hey, listen, we're about to, fucking run, right?" And she's just not feeling him, and just smacks her in the face.
Yes.
And then everyone goes quiet, and you're like, the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
No.
That is the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Because let's be so
Then
for
grabs
real.
her hand, drags her ass out, and she's about to flip, right? And then out of nowhere, boom, the zombies are attacking, and she's like, "Oh, okay, gotcha. I can't be mad."
Because that's like so real. Like there's always that moment in like that zombie apocalypse TV show or movie you're watching where there's the girl or the guy who like is trying to like basically make a dumb decision to kill everyone, and what you want to do is smack them through the screen. The fact that the author's like, sit down, I'll do it myself, like and smack some sense into the character is just
I think I've said this before. I do this a lot with names. I always forget the names, but I do remember colors. So there's a character in the show. She's part of the main cast that has purple hair. She is my number 2 waifu.
Okay.
She's such a badass.
She's the one who's the
With the blade.
bullet and the boobs go through. The bullet goes through her boobs.
I think so, yeah.
She's the one with the
She's
samurai
the one that
sword.
fights with the sword. Yeah. And she's
She's
just
like the main character.
She's smoking hot, and she's such a boss.
Yeah.
Like
she's been waiting for this, honestly.
Yeah,
like,
no,
dead
like-
ass. Like she's not even scared. She's like, bro, finally something to do.
Dude, she's such a badass. She's one of my favorite characters, and she's definitely waifu material.
That's
Also,
so funny.
she has a little bit of like a dark side too. Like if she loses it, she can kill anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wouldn't hesitate. I'm like, ooh, I
Well,
like
shit,
that.
she's in the apocalypse. She's just like, I'm not trying to die.
All right. Why don't you talk about another one of your shows? I think I saw.
Here.
So you already talked about those two. Talk about Code Geass.
Damn, you're not picking the one that I want to talk about.
Which one?
We'll get there.
Okay, we'll get there.
I don't have much to say about this one just because it's Code Geass. It's peak. All right, it's good. Like psychological, like warfare. Like lots of strategic planning, and the whole Geass concept is super cool. I really like. It's like Death Note kind of, but in my opinion, like. Oh, who's better, Light or Lelouch? Lelouch, bro, please. Like, have a seat, Light Yagami. Lelouch would run circles around Light Yagami.
There's always that joke where like they're all like, I don't know, playing chess or a card game or something. All these Mayans trying to get one on top of the other.
Yeah.
It's definitely Lelouch, Light. Sometimes the L's in it.
Yeah, L's in
Sherlock
there.
Holmes. I don't know.
Yeah, no, honestly, I just love Lelouch. I do. I love Lelouch. I love Cece. Like, I love Shirley. I love, what's her name? Oh, God. The pink-haired one who fights in the mech.
Dude, yeah.
I can't remember her name. But I like all the characters. Dude, the scene where Lelouch accidentally kills, what's her name? Oh my God.
Spoiler alert.
No, I know.
This entire episode is a spoiler alert.
Yeah, sorry, spoiler alert. Like spoiler alert for Code Geass.
Yeah.
Long story short,
Just say character dies.
is
And how it made you feel.
he, like with his actions, even though he's so fucking smart and everything, like, he still ends up hurting the people he loves or whatever, but like he is sad about it, and then he does like my favorite thing ever is he just like presses through. He keeps going. Like I can very much relate to that. Is like when I fuck up or like I hurt somebody or whatever, like I'll apologize and like, you know, very much just like want to move on from it. Whereas like sometimes the person I hurt or whatever like doesn't get over it so quickly. And, you know, I feel like in this anime, like, you know, Lelouch is almost like given no choice other than to like apologize or just like keep moving on and keep moving forward because of like the stakes and stuff like that. So that's like something that I can just be like, damn, I kind of relate to that. Like, you know, like very, very relatable character in my opinion. Obviously his choices in life are a little more, you know, extreme than mine. It's not like I'm killing anyone, but yeah. And just the way too that he like stands up to like, you know, the tyrannical like, you know, government who's like shitting on his people, but then he's also like technically a part of it too. Like he's like half part of like the Japanese and half part of like Britannia. And yeah, and it's just really cool to like see how, you know, he kind of plays both sides and how strategic he is. The most recent movie that came out, not gonna lie, kind of ruined the series. I don't really like it, and I tried.
What do you mean ruined the series?
Have you seen it?
No.
Then I'm not gonna spoil it, but
wasn't technically like the second part or something?
no, this is like a whole movie that came out after.
I heard about it, but I don't think I watched it.
Yeah, dude, the fucking name of it like kind of low key just gives it away, which is stupid.
I don't think I will watch it then. Yeah.
Honestly,
I like the show's good.
Don't get me wrong, I kind of liked the movie because it was like nice to like, you know, be back, if that makes sense. But if you were to look at it, like the ending of Code Geass, in my opinion, was good. Like I watched it and I was like, I like this. Like I was like, I can accept this ending. This is a good ending. Like, you know, I think this is like fair for all the parties involved. Like I'm not mad at it. And the movie kind of just like undoes that a little bit. So that's why I don't really like the movie as much. But I still like it because it's like, you know, we're so back, baby. Backstreet's back. We back up to our old hijinks. Like, you know, but it was probably a cash grab. Let's be real. But
everything that came out. Yeah. Okay, wrap it up, homie.
I will say Cece's also waifu material. I love Cece.
That's fair.
Like she's waifu. And Lelouch, he's husbando material, but like I would never stand a chance with him. I'm not smart enough for him, unfortunately.
Also the mech fights, dude.
Oh yeah, the mech fights. Those are cool too. Like, yeah, it's just a cool anime. Like lots of action, lots of strategy, like great storytelling. Like I'm not mad about it. It's a good one. It's a hood classic. I like something that keeps my brain stimulated. Like Fairy Tail.
Yeah. Stimulation.
All right, pick something off your list that we haven't talked about yet.
I honestly do want to talk about Eureka 7 and One Piece. I know Eureka 7, like I said, was like it's my favorite one of all time, but I didn't explain why. And I know you're gonna make fun of me for saying One Piece, even though
no, of course that should be on your list. You've watched 1 million episodes.
Yeah, there's a reason why.
Yeah,
this is like one of the most just dude, like storytelling wise, the adventure wise. Keep in mind, like all of this in One Piece, I think is like within the span of like a couple of years. It's not even like tens and hundreds of years. It's like you go through so many arcs like back to back. You know, like it's been weeks, it's been months, it's been a year. Okay, so I think the one I want to talk first is I want to talk a little bit about. Did I ever talk about Violet Evergarden? Or
yeah, you did. We're talking about Eureka 7.
Oh, you want to do Eureka 7? Okay, dude. Eureka 7 has everything. Has everything in a show. Like, honestly, it has comedy, romance, action. It has everything.
It's a mech anime, right?
And it is a mech anime. And the action of this show is phenomenal. Keep in mind how the mechs function. So in this world, right, they're surfing mechs. Like the mechs fly by surfing these waves of energy. Okay,
I didn't know that.
So whenever they're like in battle mode, when they're not in plane mode, they're surfing. It's kind of cool, right?
Okay.
The soundtrack. Dude, there is one.
Their intros are pretty fire.
Not even just the intros, like the score. There's gonna be some heartbreaking scenes in there, paired with like the most just tearful music you've ever heard in your life. And there's gonna be fight scenes with like you get some disco John Wick background levels of music.
Disco John Wick.
Yeah, it's like
some like Blade levels,
and they're just like shooting missiles and rockets, and they're like. Cannons are blasting, and in the background you hear and you're like, whoa. Dude, the characters, all of them, all the characters in Eureka 7 go through arcs. Like, they go through character development. They start off as a one-dimensional character, and then they get deaf because they live this world, and they realize how cruel it is, and how it has to change them, and they have to grow up, and they have to make decisions.
Damn, no wonder you like this anime.
Yeah, no, it's dude. Like, when I first watched
He just described his life, by the way.
when I first watched Eureka 7, dude, I think I was like 12,
Dang.
and
That was right when your brother was born.
dude, and I was just watching the show because I liked the romance, I liked the action, but I didn't care for the story. I'm like, oh, they're just like spoilers. They're like, oh, there's aliens now. Oh, there's like,
Well, yeah, spoilers. Don't talk about it. I want to watch it.
all right, I'll try not to, but I'm gonna go with like, and then I watched it a second time, and then I'm like, what? And then a third time, and then now a fourth. I've watched the show so many times that every time I watched it, there's something I've missed. There's something new. There's something that, you know, it's mentioned in the first episode, but you glance over it because you don't understand the whole story, or you don't understand what they're talking about. But then at the end, you realize this entire time what that thing was.
Okay.
And then you're like, mind fucking blown.
Interesting.
Also, the intros too, they play with your emotions because they know how to tell you like what is happening, what happened, and what's going to happen, all in like a simple clip, paired with some amazing music. Dude,
Yeah,
great.
I know the flow intro.
Dude, the flow intro,
And then the one that's like, oh man.
dude, Sakura, dude.
Sing great.
Also, like, there's a lot of terms in the show that have been like, you know, quoted in mythology as well. So it's not like they just say these words. Like, it's a thing. It's a religion based. And there's a huge plot twist in the show.
Don't tell me what the plot twist is.
No, of course,
okay.
I would never. There's a huge plot twist in the show that really, once you understand the plot twist, the show changes. It's a different show. And then you're like, what the fuck just happened? My world is turned upside down.
Why do you think the show isn't as popular as, like, say, Evangelion or, like, Code Geass or really any other mech anime?
I think it's simple.
Or Gurren Lagann.
I think people like choose what show they relate to the most. When it comes to Evangelion, I feel like that's a lot of like development as a growing, you know, going through puberty, I'm guessing, or like their emotional stages. But for Eureka 7, that appeals more to somebody who's been thrown into a world they're unfamiliar with. Like, I'm guessing the way I relate to it is like my immigration, kind of like how I came from a different world into here, and how I kind of felt like, whoa, I'm alone kind of shit.
Yeah.
I feel like that's why I related more to it.
Okay, that's really cool, actually. I never knew that.
Yeah, because I feel like that's like a mild spoilers, but
No, that's not a big spoiler, right? Mild.
yeah,
Mild.
it's a little mild, but that's why other people like relate more to Gurren Lagann. Like, that one has a lot of themes revolving around, you know, perseverance and the loss of like someone important.
And imperialism and stuff like that.
Yeah, or that's Code Geass.
Yeah.
Imperialism. Like, it's definitely, everyone has a list where one of these shows might make it into it, but they relate more to this show for specific reasons.
And they pick which one they relate to more because all of them already have cool mechs, you know?
And it's cool mechs.
It's like, pick which...
None of these shows do not have
All
like
of these
boring mech fights. They
yeah.
have fire mech fights, dude.
All of these shows said, pick a struggle, because no matter what, you're getting bomb-ass mech fights.
Yeah.
Whichever one you like more, don't worry. The mech fights are also there.
Yeah, dude. No, Eureka 7 has a hold on my soul just because of how they created a story where I cannot watch the whole show without crying at least 3 times. I have not watched the show without like falling in love with the characters at least 3 times. Yeah. And I never skip the intros.
No, yeah.
Never.
I know for a fact those are no skips. I haven't even seen Eureka 7. He has, and he plays the intros in the car whenever we drive all the time. And I'm like, yeah, like these are no skips. Like, they're bangers.
Yeah, I think Eureka was like my first crush of all time just because she was so pretty and beautiful and defined. And she was just a new perspective on like what it means to be a person, you know?
Aww.
Because I didn't get it at first. I was just like, oh, she's like weird and quirky. No, homie, you just don't get where she came from, you know?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I wonder if that's how I feel about you.
All right, why don't you talk about Cowboy Bebop?
Damn. Okay. You still not picking the one?
We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Not much to say here. It's just like, one of those shows that like feeds a certain like it scratches an aesthetic itch of mine. I very, very much like that like old school like how, what would you call it? Like when the tech is advanced but it's still like old school.
I think it's retro punk.
Retro punk, I think. Yeah.
I think it's retro punk
think
because
that's
it's
the-
not like cyberpunk where everything's like highly tech wise,
Yeah.
but there is technology in a certain age.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Cyberpunk is the age where everything is like super advanced.
Yes.
Steampunk is where we're using steam as like a source of energy, so everything's
Yes.
like in gears and steam. Biopunk is when they use biology, so organisms and organs. Like, trust me, I know all of
Okay,
these.
I was like retro punk. I
I think it's retro punk.
It's kind of like the similar aesthetic as like Redline, kind of.
Oh my god, dude! When we
Yeah.
get to movies,
When we get to-
spoiler
yeah.
alert, that one's on my list.
Yeah, that one's on my list too. But I actually already have my 3x3 movies ready.
Oh, me too.
What's it called? I think that's my favorite part about Cowboy Bebop. Also, just like the main character Spike, the way he's just so cool and just, you know, doesn't give a
Ein?
fuck.
Ein?
Ein. Who doesn't love,
Who doesn't
as a
love
dog
corgis?
lover, Corgi. Yes. Okay. And then Ed. Ed is just like the freaking funniest, cutest little character ever. Like just along for the ride. Faye Valentine is mother waifu. She's like one of my number one waifus.
I do want to let you know that if you love Cowboy Bebop, you should watch Lazarus because
They just came out. Yeah, I know. It's on my list.
so you might like it. I personally didn't start it. I think I'm just overwhelmed with how many animes were coming out.
Yeah.
So I put this one on the back catalog. I think for the same reason I didn't put like Cowboy Bebop on my list, just because I felt like it was a good show, but I needed a little bit more emotional depth in my shows. I needed a little bit more like world building. It was just like a bounty hunter adventure, so I was like, okay, it's not bad.
And that's why I liked it, surprisingly enough. The fact that you said that it didn't have enough depth for you. I like that it didn't have a lot of depth. I was like, this is just like a fun ride. And it gives you like glimpses here and there of like what the characters like went through and how we led to like how we got to this area.
They all have like a lot of backstory.
They all have
too,
like
yeah.
not a lot of backstory at all. They have like a lot of backstory, but they only show you like 10% of
No,
it.
that's what I mean.
Like, that's
like,
what
they
I
don't need to
like.
explain to you that these characters have been through it. That you kind of like figure that out on
Yeah,
your
you
own.
kind of figure it out on your
Yeah.
own and whatnot. And also, I just love like the funny hijinks they get into. I like the idea of like a bunch of people who don't know each other getting together for like, you know, a
They
quest or
remind
an
me of
adventure.
like this is such a dumb comparison. I already hate myself for doing this, but like the Thunderbolts, it's like, oh my god, all these quirky different people forming a team. You know,
A ragtag
Yeah.
group of heroes saving the world or some shit. Yeah. No, and I like that vibe. Like, I do. Like, the stakes are fairly low for the most part.
Yeah,
like,
they're incredible.
You know, they're incredibly low. Like, everybody. The one part that, like, kind of makes me sad, though, is, like, the way they, like, go their separate ways at the end. Like, it kind of, like, you know, I'm like, damn, dude. Like, I want you guys to stay together.
Also,
forever.
dude, I like the what is it called? The fight scenes choreography. What is it
Yeah.
called?
Yeah. The choreography of
The
the fight
hand-to-hand
scenes.
combat?
Yeah.
Mint-
No, it's
mint.
really good. And
Mint.
like the character designs are like really fun as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, it's just a fun time. That's literally what it is. And like I can like put it on and not take it too seriously. Like, and I just like smile when I watch it. Like, literally, that's it. Like,
I can't do that with my shows. I watch fuck, I almost did it again. High School of the Dead, and I take it very seriously. I'm just kidding. All right, moving on to another one of my shows. Is that okay?
Yeah.
You're done? Perfect. Okay, we're gonna talk about. Why don't I talk a little bit about Cyberpunk Edge Runners
Okay.
and why it's on my list? I had to put an anime in my list by Studio Triggers, like Trigger. It was this one. It was either That Kill La Kill. Gurren Lagann, like, dude, I had to put something in my list because these shows are great.
I would have put Gurren Lagann over.
I
this
almost
one.
did, but there's a reason why I put Cyberpunk on this list, and that's just because I also have like a weakness towards Cyberpunk worlds with high tech and how they use that, you know, futuristic look. Keep in mind, I'm a techie. I like
Yeah.
building computers. I love technology. I prefer, you know, technology over living things any day of the week.
Okay.
So in this world, they integrate that into their bodies, into like their lifestyle. The entire story of Cyberpunk is their version of a modern tragedy love story. I don't want to spoil much about the show because I think you might pick this up later
will
or
pick it
not.
up.
Regardless, all the characters in this show are like, in my opinion, kind of like just a tragedy story. Every single character. No one in this show is meant to be like an outstanding hero or someone I can look up to, is you watch their decisions take their lives into kind of like somewhere where like you can't help but feel bad for them.
Would you kind of say like they're good people making bad decisions?
Yeah, absolutely.
It very much gives Nana vibes.
There's betrayal. There's heartbreak. There's like, your sense of duty over your responsibility. There is like sacrifice. This show is great because we kind of like relate to these characters and why they do it. Mm-hmm. And sometimes, dude, like I wouldn't see myself making any other decision. I would have did the same thing.
See? Oh my God. That's why I like Nana.
Yeah, but no, Nana, in my opinion, is a little bit more like...
The stakes are way lower.
No, Nana, in my opinion, is more relationship-based. Oh, that's not true. Cyberpunk is super relationship-based.
No, but I think it's just the stakes are different. Cyberpunk is like the stakes are way higher, and Nana, like the stakes are just way lower.
Here it is. Here's how I can differentiate why these shows, even though they're so similar, there's a little bit of a difference. Social status also takes a huge take in Cyberpunk.
Okay.
Keep in mind, like...
I remember that from the first 3 episodes
I watched. He's born out of poverty and whatever.
Yeah.
So they become like criminals so they can make a living in the world full of corporations that rule everything.
Yep.
Come on. How do you not fuck with that? We fucking hate corporations. We fucking hate the rich people.
Fuck yeah, we do.
Yeah,
Eat the rich.
And then keep in mind, fun story, everyone. So I was one of the few people who like put away the game because when it was released, it came out in such a terrible state. So I didn't even touch it. I was like, okay, you know what? I'll let it cook. The show came out, went straight to the computer, downloaded the game, played it that night. I was like, wait, hold on. You're cooking here. You're cooking. Give me some more of that. And also the game takes place after the show, so nothing was spoiled for me.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So I did it kind of like in order, which worked wonderful. Because a lot of people play the game first, and they're like, whoa, they're coming out with the show? And I was like the inverse. That's never happened before. I'm always like...
You're always on top of it.
I play Last of Us, and then I watch the Last of Us show. That's probably what it felt like when they watched the show, and they went to play the game, and then you're like, whoa, it's even better.
Whoa.
All right, next show from Sophie. Why don't you talk about... show me your list again. All right, talk about...
The one I want to talk about?
Attack on Titan, baby.
Did I not talk about this already? I kind of already did. Like...
Oh, you did?
Yeah, when I talked about like...
You want to do Inuyasha next?
Okay, I'll do both because I'm going to cover Attack on Titan quick. It's peak. Like, next question. Like, the animation's good. It's the first ever one of the first anime that I watched that like had an interesting story. You didn't know the deal with the Titans before. Mikasa's mother... Like, the story is just like, like...
You want to know what's the easiest way for me to, like, kind of tell apart the real people that like anime and the people who are just haters? People who don't like Attack on Titan.
No, I know.
People who are like, this show's not good. And I'm looking at you like, okay, what's good? Oh, Naruto.
Yeah,
I'm like,
stop.
Hold on. Slow down.
You don't have to love Attack on Titan, but don't sit here and say it's not good, because that'd just be wrong.
They're like, oh, the second season's pacing ruined the entire show for me. I'm like,
I know.
Tell me pacing is an issue for you.
Literally, like, it's like
Attack on Titan is another hood classic. It is a classical anime that everyone should watch.
There's just a lot of action. There's a lot of sadness.
It's a mech anime, believe it or not.
It's a human mech anime.
It's a biomech anime.
Anime. Attack on Titan is a biomech anime.
I think I would put Attack on Titan over Code Geass any day when it comes to like politics.
Well, yes, of course.
When it comes to politics, the way they handled it, the way they handled, the little guy trying to overcome, everyone else's rules and regulations.
Attack on Titan for me was the reason it's on my list, and the reason it's like honestly my top 3 is just because you never saw any of it coming. Like the only time I really saw any of even some people, and spoiler alert for Attack on Titan, and if you haven't seen Attack on Titan yet and you're mad I'm doing a spoiler alert, like where have you been and how did you even find this podcast? But like when Reiner and Berthold like reveal that they're the Titans, like I remember at first I was like kind of like, are they? They kind of look like them, but like, I don't know.
Do you remember when we were watching it? Because this is one of those.
Hold on, let me finish my thought though.
Hold on, so I just want to make sure that we watched this one together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, when they did the reveal finally in season 2, I remember I was like, holy shit, like what the fuck? Like I kind of knew, but like to have it confirmed like that, like in the way it went down too, like out of nowhere. And it's crazy because it's almost like exactly how it felt for probably like Armin and Eren and Mikasa, who, you know, they had their suspicions about them, but also they didn't, you know, because they were like, no, like those are our friends, like, you know, we've spent like so much time together, like when, especially like, you know, when you're like brothers in arms like that, you know, like you're like, no, like they would never do that kind of thing, you know. And then
And this show is not dumb. Like, they were prepared for that too.
Yeah.
Like, the whole plot was like they were ready. They were just wanting to prove, you
and
know?
the way the plot was just like, basically, long story short, everything that happens for a reason.
Yeah.
And it was all very calculated, and it was all going to happen no matter what type beat. I was like, I fuck with that.
I think I can safely say, like, Attack on Titan is another of those shows that, like, really has a little bit of everything.
Yeah. I also like the romance between Mikasa and Eren. I don't think...
I gotta be honest. I feel like I wasn't, like, super into the romance of this show.
No, not at all. Like, but I liked how, like, there was, like, a 1%, like, amount of it in there,
The
you
entire
know?
thing didn't even pay off, like, till the very end. So I was more focused on, like, you know, the sense of duty to protect their own people kind of thing.
Yes. And, like, but also, at the same time, like, Mikasa was, like, very protective of Eren, and, like, you know, like, I fucked with that. I
Attack
was
on
like,
Titan has one of my favorite characters of all time. Commander Erwin is, like, literally someone I look up to. Just when it comes to, like, someone's, like, determination.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. I literally think the reason why I hate Attack on Titan is because they killed him off and they let Armin take the main floor, which they had to. I'm not going to fucking lie. But if they left, you know, Commander Erwin live in the show, the show would have been over.
Also, I like how this show has no problem killing off beloved characters.
Yeah,
like, I
people
hate
die.
it.
People
I hate
die.
it.
Mhm.
Like, literally every time it happens, I'm like, fuck you. How could you do that? But that's like, that's fucking real life, bro. That's war.
No, this
like,
show is
you know, like that's
unapologetically
how
violent.
it goes. Like, we
Yeah.
can't sit here and pick and choose who gets to live. Like, that's fucking war, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know, that's why I can't even be mad at it. Like,
Dude,
you know.
it
Anyway,
is-
so that's why it's on my list. I don't want to talk about it too much more.
I like how you always start with, like, there's not much I can say. Next thing you know, we're like
Well, because
30
it's like
minutes.
the same opinion as everybody else. I'm trying not to drag it out for too long. But anyway, let's go over one on your list.
I think I have One Piece and I have,
Did you talk about more than I have?
I probably have, yeah. I think so. I think I'm like, Me and Abyss is done.
me see.
Gintama, High School of the Dead, Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Yeah, I think I only have like One Piece left.
Okay, talk about One Piece.
One Piece!
The One Piece is real!
Can we get much higher?
So high.
If I could say that there's a show that I'm proud that I've watched just because I've seen it go from like just a random show that just came out till this worldwide phenomenon. Dude, I'm glad to be part of the One Piece like pirate crew.
Pirate crew,
Yeah.
straw. You're glad to be a straw
Like,
hat.
I know.
Literally, homies repping the straw hats right
I
now.
love how I don't have to explain myself to people because I have to explain myself to people when it comes to like Eureka 7 or like, you know, High School of the Dead.
it's so-
But One Piece, we know peak.
No, it's so funny because he's like, I'm telling you, oh, go ahead, tell us why you like One Piece so much. Meanwhile, he's sitting here in a straw hat and a Luffy shirt, like completely unironically. Like, this guy fucking loves One Piece.
I'll tell you some of my favorite reasons why I love watching One Piece. Okay, they don't waste time with love plots. They don't. They get
see.
right into it. They say, you know what? This is a story about pirates, and you're wondering like, oh, Brando, like, aren't you guys like in the clouds fighting robots, fighting? No, we fucking hate the government. Like, dead ass. Let's square up. Let's get on boats and fight the fucking government. Are you kidding me?
I can get behind that.
Dude, this show's great. I really don't want to like talk. I could talk about this show for hours. So I'm just going to end it really quick by saying One Piece has consistency. It keeps growing. It keeps getting better. It keeps getting bigger. The stakes, just when you thought they couldn't get any higher, kept getting higher. Just when you thought the characters couldn't get any more cooler, they keep getting cooler.
Just when you thought the world couldn't build upon itself anymore, that builds upon itself.
And just when you think, you know, like maybe One Piece is just mellowing out. No, we get like concerts, we get like movies, we get like, you know, the drops of content, crossovers, dude.
How do you feel about the movies though, like being like not really canon?
I don't mind it. I've already, watched a couple of movies from shows like Naruto and like Fairy Tail has some of them, Bleach especially, that aren't necessarily canon, but they're their own stories. I feel like, in my opinion, maybe this is like a bad take. I don't know. I think One Piece has one of like the best like anime movies when it comes to like the non-canon,
Yeah.
because it works in their world. They're in a boat, they can literally stumble upon any island, any
Yeah.
other environment, and they just like kind of take like it's like almost like a filler episode.
No, I completely agree, because I have the same feeling about like the fairy tale movies. Like, they're not
Yeah.
canon, they don't really add to the story. Like, they don't need to.
But also like they do in these movies, they do a lot. Like, you get a character that you're like, whoa, this character's super cool. I really wish they were in the main story, but they're not. There are times where the character was so popular, they actually had to canonize, if that it's even a word.
Didn't they do that in
Ado.
One Piece Red?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The character was so great, they were like, oh, we have to make it canon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, so before, a lot of people might not know this, but before anime movies, back in the day, okay, sorry. A lot of people might not know this, but anime movies back in the day used to not be canon continuations of these TV shows. They used to just be one-off little stories that were, basically a filler episode movie that was like just for fun. If you really like the series, here's some more content for you. And looking back on it, like, that was fine. Like, genuinely, like, I was like, cool, I don't care if this is canon. Like, I just want to see all the characters I love get together and do their thing. Like, that's fine. I love the series that much.
Yeah.
Like, I'm totally here for
and
it.
honestly,
wait, but
yeah.
whereas today, I feel like some of these movies, like if movies like, the One Piece movies, not really for One Piece because that doesn't count, but like, if Demon Slayer, for example, just decided to release a movie that was like not canon and just like in a side story, people would be pissed off.
Oh, yeah.
People would be pissed off. And I feel like that doesn't work today. Like, nowadays, because they've used movies as a way to continue these animes so often, they now have lost the ability to just make non-canon movies that are cash grabs. Like, they now have to make these movies canon in order for people to like be okay with them and accept them.
Okay, I want to end my whole One Piece rant on two things because I really want to mention these. I almost forgot. This is what I really wanted to talk about. Number one is how One Piece fans are never starving. We
No.
always eating good.
Y'all are well fed.
Always. Oda is
Y'all are overfed.
God. Oda is a god, a consistent, omnipotent god, creating a universe where you're constantly being fed peak. Like, amazing. I've never gone like through a drought or, oh my God, like, are we going to get more One Piece? Oh, dude, there's so much more. This story isn't even over. Oh my God, I'm so happy I watched it when I did, because if I was one of these like, oh, the pacing, oh my goodness, so many episodes, I would hate myself, like genuinely knowing what I know now.
I'm excited that they're coming out with a better paced version now because, listen, you grew up with it. You're like,
I already did
used
my
to
homework.
it.
I already put in the work.
Yeah, you already put in the
Yeah.
work. Unfortunately, I have like other adult responsibilities now. I can't like sit there and like watch the incredibly slow pacing that is like the first probably 100 or 2 episodes. I'm sure they're bangers
One
in the
Piece is
long
too
run.
short.
Listen, I'm sure the payoff's worth it, but One Piece is too short. Get out of here. I'm sure the payoff's worth it, but I just not got the time for that.
Okay, and the
I
last thing-
respect your grind though for taking all that in. I have to say, anybody who's watched One Piece from start to finish, I respect the grind.
And sorry if I confuse anyone. Like, I'm one of those people that really love like the first, part of One Piece. Those beginning episodes, a lot of people find it slow and boring. I'm one of the few people who can watch those first 10 episodes and still cry like that.
Okay,
That emotional stake is incredible.
This is a good
and I want to end it on one more note because I'm gonna forget the One Piece rap.
The One Piece rap.
Dude, the One Piece rap is literally what got me into One Piece, because I didn't start with the original anime or the manga. I think I watched it on 4Kids TV, and it was like super censored, so Sanji couldn't smoke, so he had like a lollipop, and like the blood was like weirdly white. They couldn't have like red blood in the show, even though they're fighting with blades and fists, and people are dying. Crazy.
That's so funny though. I feel like a lot of people, that was their experience getting into One Piece.
I know. Okay, I'm done talking about One Piece.
That's a good transition though into, sorry, I gotta like sit up a little better. Okay, into another one that's on my list because it has arguably not the best pacing. Inuyasha. I love Inuyasha. I'm sorry, that's just like, it's such a fucking, I don't even know how to describe it. It is just a feel good wholesome, but also like early 2000s shonen action anime. I love anything having to do with history. That'd be, feudal Japan. I love folklore, so I love things having to do with like demons and monsters and, priestess and stuff like that. And like, dude, Inuyasha just scratches that itch for me. And also, just Shishomaru and Inuyasha are just like husbando material. They are so gorgeous. Oh my god. Like, I literally, the first time I saw both of them, I literally was like, yeah, so who's that?
He protect, but he also attack.
I love myself like a good like blonde anime man, whether that be like a platinum blonde or a yellowy blonde. Like, it don't matter. It don't matter. I like myself a blonde. I like a proper blonde. But yeah, Inuyasha, it doesn't have the best pacing. Like, even...
Question, are they both blonde? I think they had white hair.
Yeah, but that could be arguably platinum blonde.
Got it.
Yeah. They're technically white-haired anime guys, but like,
You're saying blonde, I'm like...
They're like they're technically considered white-hair anime, like Gojo or something, but like...
Yeah, I wouldn't call Gojo blonde.
No, but like, it's like... It's a joke that they have like gorgeous platinum blonde hair. Like, that's why I'm like, I love me a blonde. But no, I love me a white-haired anime man. White-haired anime men, blonde anime men. Those are probably my tops. Like, I love them. Shishomaru is definitely my husband. Even though I have Inuyasha tattooed on me, like, I don't want to come off as like too needy to Shishomaru. So that's why I didn't get him tattooed on me. But I probably will still get him tattooed on me though. I call him my husband though. It's so funny. Like, whenever like people are like, oh, like, how's your husband, in reference to him, and like they are like an anime person, I'll be like, oh, Shishomaru is great, thank you.
Sophie has a husbando, but she also has a husbrando. All right, and I think you have one more anime.
I'm not done talking about Inuyasha. I just want to say my last. I also like the fact that like, it's like a group of people getting together to fight like a common enemy, and then like they just like stick around for 200 episodes and become like kind of like a family. And also, like, it's technically an isekai. Inuyasha's an isekai because Kagome gets transported to another world. But then the best part about her isekai is that she could just come back to her world whenever. And that's what I love about it. It's
one of
like,
those classic isekais?
It's like literally like...
And then doesn't Inuyasha also go into her world? So
yeah.
he isekais himself too?
He can isekai himself, exactly. And dude, those are the best episodes, is when Inuyasha goes into like the current world. Oh my god, he's just so funny and out of place when he's like hanging out with like Kagome's friends or like, her family. Like, those are just the funniest episodes. Like, truly, those are some of my favorites. And they're filler episodes too, but like, that's just how good the anime is, and like how cute and just, near and dear to my heart it is. It's just like, I love watching the characters even do nothing. Like, I don't need them to be like going after Naruto or one of his minions. Like, genuinely, I just like watching them exist. But yeah, Inuyasha is one of my favorites. Also, the love triangle between Kagome, Kikyo, and Inuyasha is literally so fucking iconic. Are you kidding me? Like, the first time I ever watched Inuyasha, I literally was like, fuck Kikyo, this fucking bitch. Like, how dare she? And then now that I'm older, like, I did a rewatch for a little bit, and I was like, damn, dude, I kind of see Kikyo's, like, I feel bad for her. Like, I dead ass feel bad for her.
You were really hating on me when I was like signing with Kikyo.
No, I really feel bad for her.
But now you're like, oh.
Now that I'm older, I'm like, oh my god, that poor girl. Like, she just, took on too much at such a young age, and for what? But anyway, the last one on my list, do you know what the last one is?
No.
The one I've been dying to talk about.
I purposely kept avoiding Host Club because I knew.
I
know you. I knew, dude. I knew.
Oh my god, you knew that's the one I wanted to talk about. And this time you're like, which one is it?
I took my time.
Kiss, kiss, fall in love. Yeah, the best intro in the entire fucking anime cinematic universe.
How much do you know about the show, by the way? I have questions.
How much do I know about the show?
Yeah.
Try me.
So, is the manga...
Is it peak? Yes.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Is the manga finished?
I don't know. I don't know.
Are we getting more?
Wait, you said about the show. You're asking me about the manga. I don't know about the manga.
Are we getting more seasons?
No. Ouran High School Host Club has notoriously and famously only had one season, and we have been demanding a season 2 for probably like 15, 20 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
It's like a running joke that we're never gonna get an Orin High School Host Club season 2. That's
but
like
it's
a
not
running
like
joke.
Call of the Dead where the author died.
Call
like,
of the Dead.
Fuck me.
It's on his top 9.
Take a shot every time you hear me say Call of the Dead.
By the way, it's on his 3x3 and he can't even say the fucking name correctly.
High School of the Dead.
No, the author is alive and well.
Interesting.
No, and that has nothing to do with the author because it's animation. The second part's there. Like, there's more. There's manga. Like, there's story written.
Yeah.
But we just don't have a season 2.
Why?
Because they hate us? I don't know.
That breaks my heart.
It breaks my heart too, honestly. Like, that show. Okay, so I made Brando watch Orin High School Host Club, and he went into it like kind of skeptical. He was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. Like, this seems a little. What were your thoughts? I'm curious.
I didn't know anything about the show. The first thing I learned is it's called Orin Host Club, right?
Orin High School Host
Orin
Club.
High School Host Club. First of all, it's in a high school. We don't like high school. Like, we don't relate. I'm not making fun of your other joke. So I thought it was just gonna be like, oh, maybe it's a host club.
Did you know anything about host clubs?
No, not really.
Okay.
So it's about like a club for hosting, and like they're gonna practice on like their fellow students. Maybe they're gonna get into some silly shenanigans, whatever, slice of life. You know, cute boys doing cute things, kind of thing, right? So
that's like a very bare bones synopsis, but basically,
but that's what I thought I was going to walk into, and I'm like, maybe around the time you were introducing me to the show, I wasn't feeling a show like that. I wanted maybe something a little bit different, maybe something more action, more stimulating, right? But the whole plot with what's the name of the Haruhi's character, fucking loved it. Oh my god. Also, the fact that this is like a rich, prestigious school and she's like poor, I'm like, fuck, you got me. I relate.
It's so good. Like, okay, I don't want to give away too many spoilers, but spoiler for like the first episode, kind of. When the literal visual light bulbs in the show start going off, when they realize what Haruhi really is, instead of what they thought she was, is so fucking funny.
I think that's one of the reasons why I loved it, because it got me so good.
That show is so comically well written too. Like, the way that it's just so like quick with it, with their jokes, but also their jokes are kind of like backhanded and sneaky to where sometimes you miss them. You know, like literally in the first episode, it's a perfect example of that. Like you see like all of a sudden like this literal light bulb go off, and you're like, what was that? You know, it's like the meme.
We're good. Go.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. Our camera died because we had 100% charged battery, and Brando told me to go plug in the battery that wasn't charged, but it turns out he gave me the wrong battery.
I did that like subconsciously or like an autopilot, and I just didn't register. So I asked Sophie, change the battery. I already done it.
But I was talking about Orin High School Host Club and why it's on my 3x3. This is the last one. Basically, it's just the literal. Okay, so I was talking about the episode, how the first episode is like the literal light bulb that goes off, like, and then the light bulbs just keep going off as more people realize. Like, that part of the show is just so clever. Like, this show is just hilariously clever, and the way it like kind of makes fun of like shoujo anime and like, you know, the like BL, like, you know, boy love tropes as well, with like the twins and like the weird incest tropes in anime too. Like, and then it also just makes fun of like, you know, just shoujo anime in general, but it like mixes it.
This show doesn't actually have incest. This show doesn't actually have.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm explaining it terribly.
You're doing a terrible job. Someone's gonna be like, what is this show?
No, like, okay, so in the show, wait, let me talk. Okay. There's no actual incest in the show. I want to make that very clear. But they like make fun of it in the show with two characters that are twins, if that makes sense. And if you're like, Sophie, this is not helping your case, I just need you to trust me, bro, and go watch it. Like, please, I don't want to explain anymore because you're probably just gonna be like, what the fuck? I need you to just trust me, bro. Like, literally check it out for yourself and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Otherwise, I'm not going to keep digging myself this weird hole. But anyway,
sorry.
I will say this is just a very clever, funny show that like makes fun of other romance anime, shoujos, and just like other like kind of ridiculous anime tropes, and doing it in just like a fun, quippy, and clever way. And while also telling like a really fun story about the main cast and the main character Haruhi. And also there is a good amount of character development for some of the characters throughout the show. And you do find out like some of their backstories as well too. And it's funny because like you know, some of their backstories are like not even like, how some anime will be like, oh yeah, this character has such like a sad backstory or whatever. Like this anime will like make fun of like a character's like sad backstory, if that makes sense. Like, and just like make it seem like it's a sad, talk about it like it's a sad backstory, but like it turns out like their backstory isn't even that sad. Like it's just like, making fun of that whole trope. But I will say, even a lot of people, especially guys, they might look at this anime and be like, I don't know, this seems like a little girly. Like it's kind of so,
yeah, I did that.
And you did that
too.
You
I
looked
thought it
at
was like, oh, it's gonna be a cutesy little girly show. There's not gonna be anything interesting going on other than cutesy girl romance, right? Yeah, it was in it, but like there was more.
Yeah, and it was funny. Like we were laughing. Like he was laughing. Like it's a funny show. It's literally funny.
The thing about some of your shows, like I am like surprisingly like impressed. I always think, like, when I first started watching Nana, I watched it with one of my friends. We were like, oh, we're going to clown this show so hard. We're excited. Like, she kept pressing us to watch the show. She would not stop talking about it. It's like how I talk about, like, One Piece or Eureka 7 or any of the shows on my list. And I'm like, fine, we'll watch it. Get off our backs. And then we, like, literally loaded up our mentalities. We were like, this is going to be the dumbest show ever. Just... I'll punch you. I won't.
He will.
Okay. I don't punch my wiener, babe. Okay, so, and then the intro. Even the intro, I was just like, must not dance to the intro, must not like show. But I was like, the veins were popping out. And then we were getting like, for Orange House Club, when we got that plot twist, I was like, must not like plot twist. But I can't help it. It was solid.
I can always tell when like I'm cooking. Like when I see the fact that I've like shifted Brando's like mindset of what he thought something was gonna be, and the way like the minute I basically like prove him wrong, I like look over and I'm like, give him that like, you like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward ass
No,
look.
it's a great show. I absolutely have no problems with that being in your list. Like I said, the only one I do have a problem with is Fairy Tail. Everything else in your list is solid.
That's so weird you have a problem with Fairy Tail being on my list, considering you're my family and so is Fairy Tail.
You're my Nakama.
Nakama, bruh. Anyway, I think that's a good place to end it. I think we talked so much. Oh my god.
I can't wait to read the comments because I want you to like leave your own list, clown on ours, tell me why you would think the show shouldn't be in our list. I can't wait to get into all this.
Yeah, all two of you that might leave a comment. But thank you so much, genuinely, for tuning in. Let us know if anything on our 3x3 is also on your 3x3, or if you want to leave a list of your 3x3s below. And I don't know, maybe if enough of you do it, if like even one or two, or heaven forbid 3 of you submit your 3x3s, and then we can sit there and judge them, that would be fun too. Maybe we'll ask our friends to do that. Hold
yeah,
on,
like we can get one of our friends to submit theirs,
yeah,
and we can judge
and then
their
we
taste.
can do that. Maybe we can make that like a weekly episode.
That's not
like
a bad
thing.
thing.
That's a good
Yeah.
idea. Write that down. Write that down. But thank you so much for tuning in to our episode. We are the We Smell Good podcast. Please go ahead and subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok for more clips. We will go ahead and be posting there a lot more consistently. Share those clips with your friends. Repost them. Like, save. It really helps our engagement and just helps get the word out there, that we exist, and hopefully help more people who want to talk about anime and just other nerdy stuff, or I don't know, life stuff that goes on. Find our podcast. That's really all we want, is we just want to build a community of people that like the same things we do, and just be able to talk about them in a safe space. Goddamn, bro, are we asking for the world?
I'm glad that my tastes are out there and the internet for everyone to digest.
Please, we welcome all feedback on our 3x3s. Please clown on me for putting Fairy Tail on there. Go ahead.
What did you call my list again? I forgot.
Performative.
Let me know if my list is performative. Do you think my list was performative?
Yes.
You still do?
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
I do. The only thing on your list that I think was actually valid was One Piece, Eureka 7. What else was on there? Wait, can I see your list again?
Yeah.
I want to see what's on your list really quick.
Where's my phone?
I don't know.
Whatever.
One Piece and Eureka 7 was and Love is War. Those are the 3 that I was yeah, valid. The other ones I was honestly a little shocked by, but that's okay. That's the fun of the 3x3, bruh. That is the fun. What what do you think of my list? Were you like, yeah, that checks out, or did you think mine was like kind of like, really, you put that on there?
Well, you had a lot of shows that I felt like could have been interchangeable, especially with your current tastes. But I feel like you did pick the ones that I think for now, like you could rewatch these anytime.
Yeah.
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 No,
I
that's
agree.
respectful. Yeah.
Like there were a lot on there that I wanted to put, but I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? Like just because I like them a lot and maybe even have like a lot of artwork of them or merch, like doesn't mean that they're technically like a top 3, you know? But yeah, that's been us, the We Smell Good podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.